The amount of struggles I just had to record this video. Oh my gosh. Finally. Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a minute, but I'm back and I'm here to have a little sit down about, as you guys figured already, how to make a long distance relationship work. I can only speak from my experience. I have been in a relationship for 7 years. There has been a lot of ups and downs, but we're making it work and I am so happy about that. And I feel like there's a lot of advice people ask me about how to make it work. I know a lot of people who are probably watching this have already experienced long distance and are like, oh no, this could never work. I would never in a million years do long distance again. Like it never works. But there are people who make it work. It's really about making it work. And how can you play your part in being open, honest, and vulnerable about making it work? As a female, I can only discuss my point of view. It's so important for me to stay positive on my thinking, because I know a lot of people will get intrusive thoughts about their partner, and if they're staying honest and if they're being real about the loyalty in the relationship. It's really based on your intuition. You have to like feel deeply, is this person someone you can trust, and are there signs or red flags that you're getting that makes you feel otherwise. So you really have to tune into your own guidance system and see if that is something that is worth investing time and energy into. You guys have to speak about long-term plans and see where you guys' head is at if you're wanting this to work long-term. This only if you want this to work. Long distance is about going through a long journey together. It's a long distance, you know? Yeah. Another thing that I think is so important in making a long distance relationship work is getting very creative about like having very fun activities together, like virtual dating kind of online, like how you guys can maintain the fun and spiciness and love of each other while you guys are apart, because it is a big thing that you guys can't physically be together and hold each other and like hug each other and make love. That's a big thing. So it's like, how is it that we are gonna still keep this flame going while being apart? So you guys should really discuss certain things that you guys feel you would like to try or experiment with. You have to make it work somehow if you guys are not seeing each other like on a month-to-month basis. You guys have to discuss your needs. That's what it boils down to. Discussing your needs, being open about your needs, being honest about what it is you want. That's really it. And doing all of this in a very positive way, not like, oh, I need this to happen, or it's not gonna work, or I can't make it work if this is not happening. Like, pushing people to do stuff they don't want to do is never gonna help. So just be open and honest about your needs, and if they can't meet your needs, maybe you need to rethink the relationship. We all have certain needs that we want met. At the same time, it is about compromise, but still you don't want to miss out on the things that you want to enjoy in life, especially if you want to enjoy it with someone that you love. So another thing I feel like I can discuss is a feeling like your partner is against you or your enemy. Like, you should never feel like your partner is your enemy or they're against you, because if you guys are still in a relationship and you're still trying to make it work, even if there's a scuffle, like, throw away the feeling of your partner's against you. You're really against yourself and how you're feeling and what you're thinking. Reframe that mindset of feeling like your partner is your enemy whenever that feeling comes up, and be more oriented on what you could do, how you could communicate, and how that situation could be better. With long distance, you're gonna have to find outside support as well, aside from your partner, like your family and friends. You can't just make your partner be your whole world and not really have a life outside of that. Like, you need to make friends. You need to make friends. Like, that's so important. And I'm seeing with other people around me how not having a support system outside of your relationship is toxic. It's draining for you and for your partner, because if you're always depending on them to make your world feel better, God help you, honestly. So if that needs to be you hitting up old friends or hitting up new people online that you want to make a connection with, like, what does it really hurt in you reaching out? It doesn't cost much. It really doesn't cost much. It costs maybe your happiness if you don't do it. So you need to support, or you need to seek support from other people as well. Make friends with other people, talk to other people, go outside, live your life. Like, life is so worth living outside of having a relationship and making the world your relationship. Like, you are your own individual and your partner is another individual. You guys see the world differently and you guys have different beliefs. It's so important to make coexisting a priority inside of your relationship and with others too. Like, just trying to coexist with others, especially your partner. With that being said, being very supportive of each other's needs and wants and not judging them for what it is that they need or want in the relationship. Being very mindful and thoughtful about having these sensitive topics, because sometimes we may get very emotional and stirred about expressing our needs and our wants to where it can be not so positive, and we always want to communicate in a positive manner. That's when things can really clearly be heard. Because if someone's yelling at you about your need, you don't want to talk to someone that's yelling. You just kind of ignore them. So that's not the goal. So discussing these things in a very peaceful, honest, open, vulnerable space. Another thing that people always love is surprises, like small surprises. And if you're not the type of person to give small, like, surprises or do little things, maybe discuss how it is you want your partner to feel surprised. That would be a good discussion to have with your partner. Or you speak about little things that will make you happy if you were surprised with. I think conversations like that can really help our relationship grow. Like, these are the hard conversations that you're going to have with someone that you see yourself going long term with in the future. You want to get into the nitty-gritty of who this individual is and how we can continue to make each other happy while being happy in a relationship as well. But that can only happen with the discussions of your needs and their needs. Another big thing of making a long-distance relationship work is staying busy. Oh my gosh, staying busy. That is so important. Because if you're caught up in this relationship and you're making the relationship your entire world, who are you? You're kind of leaving yourself to be like forgotten. And you don't want that. You're gonna forget yourself and you're gonna just like lose who you are, because you've just made this whole relationship your world, and every little thing that happens, you just forget who you are and you just like lose all of your power. So stay busy, do something that you love, make time for the things that you love while you're in this relationship, because you have to work on yourself as well for the relationship to work. If you're so caught up in seeing yourself only with that person, and without that person you just don't know who you are, that's a big red flag. That's extremely toxic. It's also key in supporting each other in having conversations about each other's interests and how are they feeling about their interests or their current hobbies. Like, keep each other motivated to stay towards working towards whatever goal they have. That's so important, to be actually interested in your partner and to show that interest. That's so important in making a relationship work. You have to show effort and encouragement for each other's partner with whatever that they're going through. Now, this topic I'm not too sure about, because I think everyone is different in terms of what they celebrate, but discuss the celebration of like your anniversaries or special occasions like Valentine's Day, birthdays, 2-month anniversaries, 5-month anniversaries, whatever it is that you find important. I think you should mention it and discuss it together and talk about each other's interests, about what it is that they want to celebrate and what do you feel like you deserve to be celebrated for. I don't know if it's like National Girlfriend Day or whatever, like whatever it is you like, because I know some people don't like celebrating little stuff like that, like it doesn't mean much to them. Okay guys, I think that was all for today's video. Let me know if you guys like these sit downs and chit chats. I like discussing topics on relationships, and I feel like there's so much more I could dive deep into, but I didn't want this video to be too long. So let me know in the comments, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.